Gentlemen, let's do a quick summary of one of my favorite stocks, and that is Berkshire Hathaway. Now, Berkshire Hathaway is run by Warren Buffett, and he is supported in his decision making by Charlie Munger, his longtime partner, and his other associates who are among the best in their business, Ted and Todd, Ajit Jain, etc. Now, Berkshire Hathaway is basically a company that often buys other companies, but primarily its cash flow comes from its insurance operations, the float of its insurance operations, as they call it, money that people pay as premiums, which is kept tax-free and used by the company Berkshire Hathaway to invest and grow it much faster than what they have to pay it out. Now, let's have a quick look. Its size as a company is $666 billion as of today, which is 15th December in the US. And let's have a look at some other things about it. This is the chart of Berkshire Hathaway. Now, the chart is just past information, and as we see in the last 15 odd years, Berkshire Hathaway has beaten the S&P 500 quite handsomely. In fact, in the last 15 plus years, it has grown almost 4 times what it used to be, versus only about 2.25 times for the S&P 500. But in the last 5 years, if I zoom in a little bit, you will notice that the difference is reducing, and in fact, the S&P can even be beating the Berkshire Hathaway in the last 1 or 2 years. But overall, if you notice, the S&P 500 is not far behind, and in fact, with the dividends reinvested, the S&P 500 does significantly better than what you see here in this chart. So let's have a look at what Berkshire Hathaway themselves write about it. So this is Berkshire Hathaway's performance over the last 50 plus years, and as we see during this whole period, Berkshire Hathaway has had a huge gain. I mean, it is a tremendous gain of 20% annualized over the last 50 plus years, whereas the S&P 500 has a 10.5% gain over the same period. Of course, this is dividends reinvested, as they say, with dividends included, dividends reinvested. This is very important to take note of. This is also called total returns. But when we do a spreadsheet of only the last 15, 20 years, 30 years, we notice that Berkshire Hathaway has been slowing down, as Warren Buffett has said before, because it is too big a company and there aren't enough significant targets for it to buy. Last but not the least, let's have a look at its, as we said, the current price is about $457,000. This is huge per share, but this is the Class A share. Let's have a look at Class B. Class B is only about $300 odd, because 1,500 Class B shares make up one Class A share. So this is how it is. Very important for us to look at is the price to book ratio, the PE ratio, which is 21.46, the forward PE. The trailing PE is negative, or rather not applicable, maybe because I'm not so sure whether they didn't make enough money or what is the case, but this is very surprising. The forward PE is at 21.46, which is not low by average standards, but the price to book looks quite all right. Very important to note is that the enterprise value, which I like to call enterprise cost, is much higher than its market capitalization. So that means there is less cash on the books and more debts that the books have. So that is what increases the enterprise value almost 100 billion, about 90 billion more than the market capitalization. So this is significant to note for investors. All right, hope you found this useful. Take care. Thank you.